Good morning, everyone, members of the media. My name is Ahmed Hussein, Fufa Communications Director. I would like to welcome you to the Fufa Stadium Kadiba for this special press conference as communicated yesterday through our official platforms. As you're very much aware that the Federation is engaged in several activities in football, in the areas of governance, in the areas of sport and business. And today is the area of football, the sport. Allow me to make introductions of the people who are the high table. At the extreme end is our newest Director of Fufa Football Development Department, Bashir Mutiaba. Please, you're welcome. And in the middle is the former captain of the Uganda Cranes, CEO of Fufa now, Mr. Edgar Watson, who will be addressing this press conference on matters related to football, the sport, and also specifically the technical master plan and football development as well. He will later also introduce the person on his right at the right time. So, Mr. Edgar Watson, the press conference is yours, and please address the members of the media who are here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Allow me first of all to welcome you for this special press conference, and also to thank you for having come in at this press conference. As it starts, we all know that we have a problem in terms of the junior national teams, especially when we converge only during competition period. National teams for the junior category are only converging when we have a competition that is coming in. We've also had a lot of issues that come in where only players in the junior category are identified when there are competitions that are going on in terms of junior competitions, but also a lack of having a continuous effort to make sure we prepare teams before the competition comes in. We have lacked exposure of the youth to be seen in topmost leagues in the world. And we have also at times had claims of bias or not reaching out to the talent that is out there up country. So because of this problem, Fufa came up with a Fufa Technical Master Plan, especially in terms of the youth football. And as some of you are aware, already a scouting platform has been put in place to make sure where the talent is, scouts can be able to put such talent onto the platform where Fufa can identify them for better preparation. Also relatedly, like mentioned, we have a new technical director, the Fufa Development Director, Bashir Mutiaba, who you are well aware was doing youth football. So I'm glad that from youth football, he has been elevated to be taking the entire development area. There has been also an issue of trying to make sure the coaches who are trained in youth football are also promoted and also developed to up to a higher level. And as you are aware, at the moment, we have our coach, Brian Senyondo, who is in charge of the under-17, but who has also been at the apex of qualifying the under-17 to the World Cup. So he's a very good example of coaches who have passed through the structure to reach up to the apex. However, in terms of the technical master plan, Fufa has come up with a new role of appointing a coach that will be full-time working on preparing, selecting, and reaching out to the country to make sure we prepare our teams in the underage category throughout all the year. We have been categoric in choosing a coach who will be neutral in trying to look for the talent, a coach who knows the African setup but has also been exposed to work in Europe, to work in America, and to work in other continents. A coach who will be coming in as a resident coach and daily having worked to reach out to make sure we discover talent that will be called onto the national team, but also engaging in activities that will be able to work on players so that by the time we have the national teams for under 20, under 17, and under 15, those players are already ready to participate within the national teams, and we don't have to run around to make sure we form the teams at that moment. So allow me at this moment to introduce to you Mr. Laria Kingston on my right, a Ghanaian, a national coach who has coached the under 17 Ghana team. He has played in all the categories of the Ghana team from under 15, under 17, under 20. He has played football at the topmost level in Ghana, but also in Europe, in Scotland, and is a coach who has been working with the Right to Play Academy in USA, who has been appointed to take on the lead coaching for the under national team categories. He's a coach that Fufa is appointing to be able to monitor, supervise, generate training sessions that will continuously be done during the country, within the country, but during the year, with the aim of making sure we create very strong under 15s, under 17, and under 20 national teams. Mr. Laria Kingston has a qualification of a UEFA A, CAF B license, and he has worked with experience with all the categories of the youth players. So I'm here to introduce to you the coach who will be a full-time, contract 2 years, to start effective immediately. I also want to announce that today we'll have also our under 17 national team, which qualified for the FIFA World Cup finals, to start under coach Brian Senyondo, who will also be a coach, who will coach, but also to inform you that through our discussion, Brian Senyondo, the coach, had also hinted that this assignment will be his last assignment on the under 17 category, but will also be available to undertake other challenges for other categories or even the senior national teams. So I want to thank you for having listened to me and probably call upon Coach Laria Kingston to also have a word and also to explain a bit about your experience to the media and also what you feel about the Ugandan football, especially at the youth technical side.
Thank you very much. As Mr. Edgar said, I go by the name Laria Kingston, a Ghanaian international that grew through the ranks of football in Ghana. Played with the U15s, U17s, 20s, and the senior national team as well. And my experience with Uganda, which I still have that at the back of my mind, is in 2006 World Cup qualifier against Uganda in Accra, which was one of the toughest games for us. First time Ghana have to qualify to the World Cup. So there was a lot of tension, and Uganda gave us a lot of stress to manage to win the game. So during that time, I had a lot of respect for Ugandan football, which I've said it several times in a lot of platforms. I happened to play in Scotland with one of the finest legends in Ugandan football. In our locker rooms, we talk about soccer, African soccer, we argue sometimes in the name of David Oboa. We used to be very good friends. I remember in the locker room, his chair is closer to me. Arts of Midlothian signed a former coach from Uganda, and then few months later, he bring in David Oboa to the team. So Chabalaslo, I've worked with him as a player as well. And I learned a lot from my playing career. But before I chose to be a coach, I was saying I've had experienced a lot as a player, and it will be very difficult for me to do something else after my soccer career without giving back to what football gave me. Football gave me a lot. As every player would say, I grew up in one of the toughest neighborhoods in Accra, Ghana, called Buko. And football helped me a lot, took me out of the streets and gave me future. So me going into coaching, I have one thing in mind, that I have to give my all to, especially up and coming players, because that's what they need. They need an educator. They need someone that can help them achieve their goal, help them stay away from, from bad things on the streets, and then go back and change homes. Because I was a testimony to that. So that's why I took that upon myself, to educate myself well as a coach and make sure I pass it on to the next generation. So before I start, thank you very much for the opportunity that Ugandan football has given me. It is with great pride and excitement that I stand before you as the newly appointed youth coach for the Ugandan national team, youth national team. This role represents not only a significant step in my career, but also a profound opportunity to contribute to the development of football in Uganda and to nurture the next generation of talented athletes. As many of you know, football is more than just a sport in Uganda. It is a unifying force that brings communities together and inspires our youth to chase their dreams, like I did. I am committed to fostering an environment where young players can strive, both on and off the pitch. My vision for this role is to create a comprehensive development program that focuses on skill enhancement, mental resilience, and the importance of teamwork. And without you, I think we cannot have teamwork. We all need to come on board and then make sure we pull the ship to the same direction. We will prioritize grassroots initiatives, working closely with local clubs and academies to identify and nurture young talent. Our aim is to implement training programs that not only enhance technical skills but also instill a strong work ethics and sense of discipline among our youth players. I believe that by investing in our young athletes, we are investing in the future of Ugandan football. I recognize that success in this endeavor will require collaboration with various stakeholders, including the federation, coaches, players, and the community. I look forward to building strong relationships with all parties involved to ensure that we create a sportive ecosystem for our youth footballers. I want to express my gratitude for the trust placed in me by the Ugandan Football Federation. I am eager to begin this journey and to work tirelessly to elevate the standards of youth football in Uganda. I invite all of you to join me in this mission, as together we can inspire our youth to reach their full potential and represent our nation with pride on the international stage. Thank you very much.